Hey, what's going on, everybody? Looks like we're live. So, guys, I have a super awesome training for you guys. I have a special guest that's going to come in and teach you how he's gone. Basically, I think he's doing like $10,000 a month with his business. He just started in August of 2020. And the crazy thing is, he's a full-time teacher. He has kids. He's busy, right? But he was able to build a huge business in just a few months using TikTok. Now, the cool thing about this guy is he has a small following, right? Just on TikTok, and he's able to make these high ticket sales. So I've been wanting to bring him in for a while because like a lot of people I see on TikTok, right? They have hundreds of thousands of followers, but they're not making nearly as much as some people with a small following. And there's a reason for that. So I wanted to bring him in and kind of teach you guys what he's doing. And I believe he's about to switch to go to full-time with affiliate marketing. He's a teacher right now, but I'm going to bring him in, guys. We have Sergio Sixtos. What's up, my man? How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going? I cut off a little bit right there, so I'm sorry.
No worries, brother. Yeah, man. So I just told him, I just introduced you a little bit about your story, what you're able to do. Like I mentioned, guys. So I think he was looking at I think he saw my content. He came in as an affiliate marketer in June 2020. He didn't take action until August 2020. But when he did, I started noticing like he was at the top of the leaderboards. I think you already have your legendary marketer plaque.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like you're able to do this faster than I was able to do it. Like, I'm really impressed by you, man. Like, this is awesome to see. I love to see people like crushing it, like when they first get started. So I want to know exactly like what you're doing, like how you're doing it. But let's go into your backstory first, man. Tell us a little bit about you. Why did you get into affiliate marketing? What have you done before? Like, tell us a little bit about you, my man.
Yeah, of course. So basically, I've tried a lot of things. I've done the pyramid schemes. I did the forex things, and all of it were scams. I mean, it's a lot of people. They'll be like, you know what? I know the way to. They want financial freedom. They want to control their own time. They want to be their own boss. They're tired of the commute to work and all that. So I've tried those things, and it was a failure. And then I actually joined TikTok. My students were always talking about it. Since I'm a school teacher, my students were always talking about it. Then my wife was like, you know what? You should get it because it's real funny. Like, they have funny things on there, funny content. And little by little, I started getting pushed into the business side of TikTok. So that's whenever I was like, I'm seeing all these people making money. Like, how are these people making money? And I saw one of your videos actually, and I was like, I keep seeing these people recurring, like talking about affiliate marketing. What's affiliate marketing? And then I saw another one of your videos. I'm like, you know what? I gotta look into this thing. I gotta see what it's about because pandemic thing is starting to shoot up. We're getting on lockdown here. In case things do shut down completely everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, you cut off for a little bit. Are you still there?
Cool. Hopefully it didn't freeze there.
I think you froze for a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, man. So that's cool, man. So you found me on TikTok. You joined Legendary. I know you bought the full. You went all in. I remember seeing that because you bought the blueprints, you bought the mastermind, you bought the full coaching, and then so I know that was in June 2020, and then you said you didn't really take action until August 2020. Because I remember your name, right? Like I remember it was a big high ticket on my end. I was like, oh, very cool. Obviously I love making high ticket. But I didn't see your name pop up till like September, October. And dude, you were like starting to crush it, bro. Like, and you had like 2,000 followers on TikTok, and you're making $1,000 days. You're at the top of the leaderboards. You were even beating me, and that's when I was going full in with Legendary Marketer. So dude, like, how exactly were you able to do this? Like you had a small following, and you still I know now you have like 10,000 followers, which is still relatively small on TikTok. So how are you making these high ticket commissions? Like, I think people want to know exactly what you're doing and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, like, what's the secret?
Yeah. So yeah, I did do that. Like I said, like you said, like you mentioned, if I started in June, I even did the extra trainings and things like that, and made a little bit of money. And but I wasn't really dedicated to it. I was like, this seems it's a good way to do it, but I was going through some things. Of course, life gets in the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, June started. I was like, you know what, I have to go back to work. School starting back up. Let me hit it August 1st for sure. And I ended up getting, I think, my first high ticket like a week and a half after that.
Wow.
Yeah, after going like every single day, like I was posting content, and and the thing was, since I haven't made a lot of money, it was just really selling the story, selling the things that I've learned. Like, hey, these are really high income skills. It changed my mindset, things like that, and people were gravitating to me slowly.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. I get that question all the time, right? Like people just get started, whatever program it is, right? Legendary Marketer, the 3-day challenge, like any program, right? And they're like, how do I sell this product if I have no results? Like I have no idea what kind of content to post. So I think this is really valuable for people that are just getting started, right? Like you talked about the story, right? I'm learning the high ticket skills, right? It's not about faking it till you make it. A lot of people do that, and that's not ethical. I don't recommend anyone does that. A lot of people do that. Like they'll share fake screenshots, and that may work for a little bit, right? But we want to build a long-term sustainable business, and that's what I love about you, man. Like you literally were so transparent in the beginning. I mean, you still are, but like you really try to go out of your way to help people, and I've noticed that. Okay, and I think that's huge, man. So like, what would you tell somebody that is just starting on TikTok, right? They wanna build their business. They want to be ethical with this. They want to start making money. What type of stories do you tell, like to attract people, and not just anyone, right? You attract the right people, right? Obviously, you were making high ticket sales with only 1,000 followers at the time. I remember that. So how do you attract the right people into your world and close them on the high ticket sales? What type of stories do you tell?
Well, it's the thing. They relate because, like I said, I have a family. Most of the time, they have a family. They're tired of their 9 to 5, or some of them even work overnight, and they're away from their family all the time. And I tell them, hey, I know what you're going through. Like,
Yeah.
whenever my first son was born, I hated going to work. It was like an hour drive, and
Yeah.
at the time, I hated it. And I just kept thinking, man, I want to quit so bad, but I got nothing to support me. And I tell them, like, hey, this is something that really worked. Like, yeah, I've actually made money with this. I don't have to recruit anybody. I don't need my own product, and it's been around for decades. I mean, it's been around for many, many years. And they're like, well, what do you learn? And I tell them, like, this is what I've learned so far, and a lot of it is related to the mindset that I already had. Like, to be financially free, you either have to own your own business, be a professional player of a sport, or a singer or something like that. And they're like, oh, okay, like, I think I can see myself doing it. And I tell them, hey, if you want to go this route, I'm willing to help you. Like, let me know when you go through it, and stay in touch with me. Like, even though you get help with whatever program you want to join, stay in touch with me, because I've gone through it. I know what it's like. I can give you a little bit of extra tips here and there. And that's what people like too. They're like, so they see me as their mentor, and I don't mind that. A lot of people, they get asked, hey, can you mentor me? And they're like, no, but I got somebody who can. I'm just like, no, man, you got to change your mindset. Like, if you really want me to mentor you or help you along the way, I'll do it. And that's what they like. They're like, they want somebody they can depend on. They want a real person.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people started gravitating and buying the high tickets.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, bro. Like, there's a few things that I got from that. The first thing was like the way you tell your story, right? So your target audience, the product you're promoting, and you bridge that gap, right? Like you really try to relate with those people, right? I mean, you have a similar story to me, right? Like you were just getting your first, you have your first child, like you hated working a 9 to 5, you couldn't be with them. I mean, that's maybe why you got attracted to me. I'm not sure, right? So like, but that's my story. I'm not lying about it. That's literally me, right? I was having my first child, and that's what kicked my butt into gear, right? And so I tell that story when I first started too. It was like, I don't want to work this 9 to 5 job anymore. Like I'm going to learn these high ticket skills, and you take people through the process. So that's the first part about it, right? You know your product, you know the target audience, and how do you bridge that gap? So it all comes down to copywriting, right? How do you really get people to take action, right? You just tell your story. It doesn't matter if you have, $100,000 a month in sales or zero. Like, it's all about telling the stories and relating to that person, right? So I think that's huge, man. And I think the second
exactly.
Yeah, and the second thing I got from that was,
and that's the thing. I mean, they.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and then it's like they like the realness. They like I like, you see, I'm in my kitchen. I'm not doing videos in a fancy place. They like to see the real. Like if they see somebody showing off their cars, and they're like, I can't do that. I can't go up and make a $25,000, $30,000 my first month. So they get discouraged, and they like it. They message me. They tell me, what, you seem like a real person, a trustworthy person. I'm like, it's what I am. I mean, it's all real.
Yeah, dude. No, for sure. I mean, you're real with people. But not only that, though, is like you offer extra help, right? And I think that's huge. A lot of people think affiliate marketing is kind of like plug and play and like let it do its thing. For the most part, it is. But I think in the beginning, you kind of have to offer, like, let me help you, right? You're the one that brought him into the program. So, offering that extra help, that extra coaching, that extra support is a huge reason why you've gotten so many sales, because you actually go and help people, man. Like, I've seen your TikToks. You go and you reply to everyone's comments. You make a video. Like, you're actually helping people. And I think a lot of people miss the mark, right? They think like they can just go and like, oh, look, here's how much money I made. Go buy my stuff, right? They don't have any value, right? And if you don't have any value as far as high ticket skills, then tell your story. That's very valuable, because you're going to target your exact audience. You're going to get them to do what you want them to do, right? Which is buy your products, join your email list, join your Facebook group. So yeah, man, that's huge. And I love how you do that. So anyways, is there anything else you wanted to mention about that?
Yeah, but one of the most important, like you mentioned, is your story. People gravitate towards your story. I mean, you really got to focus on that. People, a lot of the times they tend to think they have nothing to offer. But if you look into your life, you see, okay, what are the financial struggles that I went through? Or what are the fitness struggles that I went through? And what things helped me? Like, talk about your journey. That's what people like to see. They like to connect with those, especially emotionally. I remember one of my first videos that went viral was an emotional video. Mm-hmm. And it was talking about, like, hey, I did this. My first month, I made so-and-so. It wasn't that great. But now I found the right formula, the right program to help me do this. And then that video shot up. I was like, holy crap. Like, I made this video like in 2-3 minutes, and it was like, I didn't think that one was going to hit. But it's the emotional, the storytelling, the journey. And that's what people, they're like, wow, man. Like, I see him in his classroom doing this video. Maybe I can do this.
Yeah, man, for sure. And that's the thing, right? It's like, people see you as like this pedestal. You're on this pedestal, right? So you can't stay there. You have to bring yourself down and like relate to people, because you started somewhere, right? I started somewhere, and that's where you have to really relate to people. And I like how Russell, I don't know if you ever read Traffic Secrets or Expert Secrets, but Russell Brunson always talks about how you learned and earned it, right? So for you, you spent probably $5,000-$10,000 in mentoring and coaching, and that's kind of part of your story, right? Now, if you didn't do that, like, how else did you learn it, right? I spent 100 hours on YouTube learning this thing, right? That's how I learned and earned it. And that's kind of part of your story as well, right? And I have noticed you talk about that, right? Like, a lot of people ask you questions like, well, do I have to purchase, the $5,000 course, right? Whatever it is. And then you have a really good answer to that. You'll say something like, you don't have to, but you can spend, 100 hours going on YouTube, spinning your wheels, right? And like that's kind of the thing, right? Like you can do that, but like, or you can just take the shortcut and buy this program or do this, right? And I really love how you bridge that gap, man. And I think at the end of the day, if you want to be successful in this business with affiliate marketing, is knowing your story and knowing how to relate to people. Because at the end of the day, we're just building relationships with people, and that's it, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because it's not just offering something to sell. And like I tell people, if you're in here to just make money, if you're trying to make money the next day, it's not going to work for you. I mean, it's as harsh as it may sound. I'm like, it may not work for you. You really got to be in it to help somebody. Because I mean, like most of the time, affiliate marketers get into it because they were helped. They saw a solution to their problem. So I'm like, whatever program, whatever product you want to promote, it really has to hit into that person's solution. Like they have a problem and they want to find an answer to it. So if you're just trying to push something on them, it's not going to work most of the time. But if you tell them, like, hey, this worked for me, it's working for so many others, take a look at it. It may be for you, it may not be. And that's, I give them the option, like, look at it. It may be for you, it may not. And they're like, he's not pressuring me. So yeah, I'll take a look at it. And I tell them, like you say, like, hey, it's either you invest time or you invest a little bit of money to get the answers right there, or to learn the skills to be able to find the answers, to be resourceful, to elevate your income level. And that's when they're like, okay, I'm going to look into it, because I tried it on my own and it didn't work.
Yeah, no, that's huge, man. That's totally true. And I just love how you bridge that gap. But I just want to switch here real quick and talk about, is TikTok your only source of traffic? Like, are you doing YouTube? I'm sure you're doing email marketing, but as far as like social media, are you pretty much focusing on TikTok, or do you have some YouTube as well, or what are you doing there?
Well, actually, I started on the Facebook, actually, because I was starting to run the ads when I first started out. And I got my, since I was so brand new to Facebook, well, not many people know this. The last social media that I had was MySpace. So that was so long ago.
Wow.
And yeah, so whenever I jumped back, I was like, man, I have to get a social media to do this. I was like, man, I hadn't been on it for so long. And I was like, okay, let me get a Facebook. And I didn't add any friends. I didn't add anything. I was like, you know what, let me just go into this business thing and try to run ads. And dude, I got shut down so fast. Like within a week, I was shut down.
Yeah, man.
And I was like,
that suck.
yeah. And so I was like, oh man, my affiliate marketing journey just ended right here.
Yeah, man.
And but the thing is, I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what, this isn't it. So I was stuck for a little bit, like a week or two. I was stuck. Mm-hmm. But I was like, no, you know what? This isn't it. I gotta find another way. So I ended up, I said I'm gonna do my first video on TikTok. And I just focused on that. I just focused on TikTok. Eventually I connected the email list to it so I can do the email marketing. But all of my traffic is from TikTok. That's all it is now. I started a Facebook group. Well, actually, I had to open a brand new Facebook. Wow. And with fake credentials, because when I tried to open up a new one with my same information, Facebook tracked it down and closed it right away.
Wow.
So I had to create a new Facebook now with like fake birthday and this and that just to be able to get in. And it's crazy, yeah. But I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on running ads. I'm gonna build my community first, build trust in Facebook, then I'll come back to it. But all of the traffic right now is from TikTok and connecting it to my email marketing.
Wow, yeah, man, that's cool, because there's one main thing I got from that. I mean, besides running in circles, like, you didn't give up, man. Like, I think a lot of people will run into like heartache. They'll run into things, and like they'll get Facebook ads shut down. They'll get their pages shut down. their email list won't work. Like they'll run into issues and they'll give up. You didn't give up. You found a solution, right? You found another way to make it happen. And I think that's so huge in this entrepreneurial journey is you see a roadblock and you figure out another way, right? I've hit so many roadblocks in my journey, like I couldn't even like list them all. And you've probably hit so many that like you finally hit like your first high ticket sale, but you went through so much to get there that we can't even talk about it. Like I know you have because I have, and I know more people that are at a high level are hitting so many roadblocks. Like even now today, like I just lost a huge Facebook ad account again for the 5th time. Okay, so it's just like it happens every day, and it's just a roadblock. We just got to figure it out. We just got to make it happen. But the smart thing is you're growing your email list, right? I mean, you and I both know that having an email list is the most important part. So is your email list like a big part of your strategy? Like obviously you get people in from TikTok, but do you follow up with email, or what's your secret on that, bro? Like are you getting sales on an email list? Do you have a follow-up sequence? What are you doing there?
Yeah. So like first off, the thing is the roadblock thing. I like what you said there. What people need to see is when you hit a little roadblock, don't let it deter you. Like that was my roadblock, but other people face other roadblocks, whether it's time or their kid maybe. I mean, don't let it stop you. I just wanted to hit that point. Don't let it stop you. There's always a way around to an answer, and that's what you got to do. You have to be resourceful.
Love it.
I just had to hit on that, but yeah, the marketing, the email thing. So when people actually opt in, they give me their email. After that, I do have a follow-up. I think a lot of it too, of course, is because I included my story in there. I talked about my being in college, and maybe people can relate. More than likely in college, you have the low amount of income and things like that, so you're struggling. And they like that story. And since one of the programs I do promote is Legendary Marketer. So I integrated my story into their follow-up sequence. And once people actually convert, like let's say they do buy a little thing from Legendary Marketer, I add them into another email list.
Oh, wow.
They get added into something totally completely different. And it took me a little while to realize that, or to even create it. But once I started doing that, like the sales were shooting up even more. Like I started getting more commissions on the back end with other products I was promoting, like the tools, like software tools and things like that. That's where I would actually offer up like funnel software or email software. It's all in the back end. So the front end's all TikTok, one product, and on the back end, I'm able to promote different things.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like that's how you do it. That's how you build your business and brand, right? You have that one product, that one or two product that you promote, and on the back end is like, oh, like maybe they didn't like Legendary, so here's the one funnel away challenge. Here's this product, right? And you need this tool to do this, right? And you're literally giving people the things they actually need to build their business. That's awesome, man. And that's all about building like multiple streams of income, right? You have your main source, your main program, and then it's like, okay, how can we build multiple streams of income, right? Okay, here's this software, here's this tool, boom, 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 boom. And yeah, man, that's awesome, bro. And you're still telling your story, right? Like I think a lot of people miss the mark on like in the email sequences, a lot of people just try to get the email swipes, copy and paste. And I understand why, like that's easy to do, right? Like it's just like, oh, let's just copy these email swipes, boom. That's easy to do, but you're not building your business and brand, right? It's all about building your business and brand for the long term. Yes, I know affiliates want to make fast money, fast sales, and I think that's possible. But I think we want to look at this in the long term, right? What do you really want to do in the next 2, 5, 10 years, right? Do you want to quit your job? Do you want to whatever it is, right? Like for me, it was quitting my job. So I knew that I had to build this out for the long term. So to do that, I had to tell my story. I had to build my business and brand, even though I was promoting others. And that's why I think you have such a strong following, is because you're able to tell your stories and all that good stuff, man. So that's awesome, bro. Like I really I admire what you've been able to do in the last like few months. Like you're crushing it. So what's your next goal, man? Like are you looking to quit your job soon? I mean, are you like what's next for you?
With this, since the affiliate marketing thing, when I made a video about when one of my goals was when I first started was just to get like an extra $1,000. I was like, you know what? If I can make $1,000 a month, that'll help out.
Yeah.
And it turned out when I first hit it, like hard, like every single day of promoting a product, it shot up to like 2,500, and then the next month another 2,500, and then after that it started blowing up even more. So I was like, you know what, this is looking into a full. It could be a full-time thing. Like I'm making more than my teaching salary, my monthly teaching salary. So I'm like, this can be my full-time thing. So I'm actually hopefully I'm looking into it. So hopefully when the school year's over, I think I'm gonna push to actually do this full time. That, like I said, I want to be able to control my time. I want to be able to be with my family when I want. And I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't want to go out and like, hey, I want to take a day off today without worrying about telling your boss and getting shut down. But so that's my goal. I want to do that, and I want to venture off into other things too. I mean, real estate, of course, but affiliate marketing, it's opened my eyes. It's opened my eyes to so much things.
Amazing, man. That's awesome. Yeah. That's the thing, right? Affiliate marketing is just the cash cow, and then it's like, oh, now I can start another business here. I can do real estate. I can whatever, right? Like that's cool, man. That's cool. Well, I have no doubt you'll be able to do that. I remember, I remember like November 2000, I think it was 19. I was like, okay, I'm like, I know I can do this full time. Like I know I can. And then I think 4 or 5 months later, I was able to quit, man. So I'm excited to hear that when you do it. End of the school year be end of May, right? So yeah, dude, I think that's totally possible, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially if you're building your email list, right? And that's the thing, right? You're building the long-term asset, right? If you were to lose your TikTok, you would still have your business, right? And that's the thing people need to realize. You want to build this for the long term, and you're doing that with TikTok, or I'm sorry, with your email list, which is I think the most important part of your business. So real quick, guys, if you guys have any questions for Sergio, comment down below. You want to do a quick Q&A if there's any questions?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, I mean, go right ahead. Happy to share.
Cool. Yeah. So I did see one question, guys, that I'm going to pull up right now. But if you guys have any questions for Sergio, drop them down below. We'll do a quick Q&A. And I did have one question from Lewis. I said, would love to see your TikTok, Sergio. So I'll just bring it up, man. I already have it up here. Let me see if I can. Oh, wrong one there. Let me see here. Oh, I need to share my screen. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Cool. All right, so this is Sergio's TikTok here. So it's 62 Salit or 62
Sixto Salit, yeah.
Okay, cool. So go follow him, guys. So yeah, you just hit 10K, man. That's awesome for sure. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. But you were hitting these big numbers like with 1,000 followers, I remember. So guys, go follow him. I love his thing.
And the thing is, in December I had like 6,800.
6,800.
Yeah, I had like 6,800 followers, and I was like, man, like I'm able to do this, like with the followers that I have, I'm able to make this much. And then recently, like the last 2 weeks of December is when it finally shot up to like 10,000 followers. I was like, whoa, okay. And but yeah, I've been able to make all that because of the engagement. The followers are engaged, even though I have a little bit. They are engaged in what I do, and I'm commenting, I'm responding to them, and they're messaging me privately, and it's a lot of things people don't see on the back end, like in private. It's the messaging, it's the emailing with those people, and that's what goes on. There's a lot that goes on in the background that people don't get to see.
Of course, and that's why I want to bring you on, because people might see me and you, and they'll be like, "Oh man, they're always on the leaderboards, they're always crushing it." Like, but there's a reason for that, right? Because like like we're doing a lot more things on the back end that you can't see, and that's why I wanted to bring you on and really tell your story on how you're able to do it. I do have a question from Kenny Wilson here. I'm getting a lot of traffic but not really converting them into sales. Any advice? How would you answer that?
So either if it's through if you, I don't know, maybe you're using TikTok too. Even if you're doing TikTok, if those people are following you, don't be afraid to follow back. A lot of people I see that they have a lot of followers, but they're not really following anybody back. See, when I started out, I didn't care. I was like, I'll follow you back, and I'll message you right away, like, hey, I introduced myself to you. And that's the thing that I don't see a lot of people doing. So one thing you can do, of course, is follow that person back if it's TikTok or wherever you're doing it, and just message them right away, like, hey, this is me, I'm Kenny Wilson. If you ever have any questions about making money online, I see you followed me, thank you for the follow, and really make it personable to them. And if it's through email, of course, send them a little video. I mean, like I said, just get in there, like make it personable to them. Like, there's a reason you followed me. Thank you for that. Is there any way I can help you? And I mean, maybe that can help you out as well.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's straight up hustler mode. I love that, because that's what you got to do in the beginning, guys. You have to build that initial base of followers. So I didn't know you did that. That's awesome, man. Like, like if you're just starting out, guys, follow everyone, right? Like don't get like, a lot of people don't want to follow back, right? Like, follow everyone. But what Sergio said is message them and give them a personal message. Like, that's huge, bro. Like, I think that will get people sales like overnight, right? Because I mean, you get 10 people to message you or to follow you, you message 10 of them and maybe 3 to 4 will message back, right? And you could close them on a quick $7 sale or whatever it is, right? That's awesome, bro. Like, if you hustle a little bit, you guys can definitely
exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome, bro. Here's another question here.
My first.
Sorry, no, go ahead. It's a little. I think we're a little delayed here.
I was just. Oh no, I was just gonna say my first 2 high ticket closing sales were because of that. There were people that followed me, and I followed them back, and I messaged them. They're like, hey, I saw you followed me. Thank you for that. And then they're like, yeah. And they tell me, they're like, wow, you actually responded to me. I'm like, yeah. Why not? Why am I not gonna follow you? And they're like, it's because I didn't think you were like, I didn't think people would follow me back. See, they're like, I've been trying to find answers of making money online. It's like, dude, you never know who you're gonna run into, especially on TikTok. So don't be afraid to go out there and follow somebody back and message them, because that's how I got my first 2 high ticket sales. It's crazy.
That is crazy, man. Congrats. That's really cool. Yeah, here's another question here. It's not showing the name here. Sometimes it doesn't do that. And how do you come up with cold email?
I guess I'm assuming they're probably on your email list already.
I think they're asking like, how do you come up with your email copy? I'm thinking, but I know you kind of touched on that. You kind of you talk about your story, but want to follow up on that?
Yeah, even I look at it this way. As a business model, where the thing that I've heard before was you introduce something to somebody at least 4 times or 3 or 4 times, and then you hit them with an offer. So I do that. I don't, even if you're on my email list, I'm not gonna hit you with offer after offer every single day. I'm there to build you up too. So I'm either giving you some motivational things. I'm either showing you stuff that other people are doing that is working for them. So I would say that. I mean, what I like to do is I like to listen to motivational podcasts on my way to work or any free time I have. And you really get a lot of content from those things. You get a lot of ideas to make a video. So I always have my phone. So I'm always taking notes. Like, this will make a good video, or this will be something that somebody should hear. So I listen to the podcast. I listen to audiobooks too. So that can give you a lot of ideas.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Always growing, no matter what. Same here, man. I'm always trying to get better. Cool. I have a few more questions here. How much time do you got? You got a few more minutes?
No, I got time. It's fine.
Okay, there's a few more questions here. So, do you have to do videos, or can you do it like IG and post quotes, etc.? Seems like so many videos from people on affiliate marketing. Good question.
And that's the thing. You got to find a way to stand out. And even though there's many people doing it, you got to, like I said, you got to do your story. That's the thing that people connect with, your story. Because there can be there'll be somebody telling me, hey, there's this other person doing this. What makes you stand out? I'm like, I mean, if you feel we're right for each other, let's you message me for a reason. So there's the story. You can do it, of course, just by posting quotes and things like that. But the results it may take a little bit longer, because they do like to see, people want to see a face. They want to relate the content to somebody. They want to know who you are. And I think a little trick that many people not many know, that they may not know, is once you upload a video on TikTok, you can actually upload it on Instagram and Facebook, like at the same time. So you can be present all over the place. That's one little thing a lot of people haven't realized yet.
Yeah, might as well use that content for everything else, right? I do a similar thing. I actually post all my TikToks on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, which is the new version of TikTok. YouTube's trying to compete. I'm not sure if you've seen that yet, but yeah, man, that's huge as well. But
No.
Oh, you haven't heard of the YouTube Shorts yet?
No.
Oh wow. Okay, you might have to get into that, man. But anyways, that's just another. Omnipresence is huge, right? I know Brian Brewer always talks about that. So let me see here. Let me go back down. Let me see here. Okay, this is a good question here. Derek, what do you think about building email lists? Some influencers are saying that strategy is dead. Let me hit that real quick. Email list is the most important part of your business. Like I preach that. I'll preach that always. Always, your email list is the most important part. That's what I teach in all my courses, my mentoring. Like that's the main strategy, no matter what it is. So how would you answer that, brother?
Yeah, like you said, it's very, very, very important to do it. When I first did affiliate marketing, I promoted a product. I didn't connect it to an email list. And then, like I said, Facebook shut me down. So that product was dead. I had like 100, no, I had almost like 1,000 clicks on that product I was promoting, but I made an error and I wasn't building my email list. It was a newbie error. So right there, like you say, your business is dead. Like instead of being able to follow up with those people that were interested in that product, I mean, I was lost. I had no way of doing it. So yeah, build your email list, because there's actually sales that I've made with people that were in my follow-up messages, my follow-up emails. So it's really powerful, really, really powerful.
Yeah, no, 100% agree on that, man. If I were, God forbid, I were to lose my TikTok, YouTube, I would still have my business and I would still be able to make what I'm making now. So the email list is really important. I don't know who's saying that about the email list. They're maybe trying to sell you on their system, but I would not believe that. That's definitely not true. So yeah. Is there any other questions you see in there that you would like to answer, or anything else you want to hit?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if there's any other question, I mean, I'll be happy to answer. But yeah, just be real with people, guys. Be real with them. Tell your story. Like I said, don't be afraid to message these people. Don't be afraid to make a little video introducing yourself to these people if you need to.
Get in there, right?
I mean, it's a few little struggles that a few little things you have to face, but if it's gonna work out for you in the long run, I mean, why not? Why not break through that barrier, make a video, send out a message? Like you said, if there's 10 people you message, maybe 4, maybe 3 will answer, and those could be your sales right there. That means worth it.
Heck yeah. So, man, where do we follow you then? Like, I know we mentioned TikTok, but is that the main place you want us to follow you? Like, where do you want everyone to follow you?
Yeah. If you can, just follow me on there. I'm actually looking into maybe starting a YouTube soon, so that'll probably be another way of getting a hold of people as well.
Awesome, man. Yeah, dude, for sure. I think YouTube is like that's my main traffic. Like, I think YouTube's the most important part of my business. I think you would crush it with YouTube, man. I would definitely recommend you do YouTube because it's search engine, right? People are actually searching for your product. So, anyways, guys, I put Sergio's at for his TikTok. So it's SI or 6 to Selites, right? What was it again? Sixtos Elite.
Sixtos Elite. Yeah, that's a weird last name.
Oh, okay, no worries. Okay, there you go, guys. So you guys go follow Sergio, dude. I really appreciate you coming on. Like, this was fun. Like, I really just wanted to like talk to you and see what you were doing because like you just started, bro. Like, you just remind me. Honestly, you just remind me of myself. And like when I first started, I was just like I didn't know what I was doing. I was hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. I did MLM. I did crypto. I've lost thousands of dollars, bro. So like, it was cool to be able to see you do this like recently, like, and just to see you grow in the last few months, and you were able to grow faster than me when you first started. It is amazing to see. So proud of you, brother. I'm excited for you to quit your job. And yeah, man, is there anything else you want to say before we end?
No, thank you. That means a lot. I mean, yeah, guys, just find time for if you really want this to happen, make the time, make the little sacrifices. When I started out, I'd stay up till 2, 3 in the morning every night just to make things work, to learn, build my foundation. And also, I just wanted to give you a congrats, man, because that Freedom Breakthrough, it's cool, man. I like it.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate that. Yeah, if you got, I'm pretty sure people are in it right now, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. I definitely want to create something that is focused on affiliate marketing. I've seen you get some sales already, and you just started promoting it. So thank you for that, man. And I'd love to get you on the leaderboards for sure. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are involved in the TikTok challenge that we're doing, go check out the 3-day challenge. We're doing a 10-day TikTok challenge to help you grow your business and brand. Let me know if you have any questions on that. You can still join. You can still get involved in that. And anyway, Sergio, thanks again, my man, and we'll talk to you guys soon.